In 2003, former Mayor Floyd Adams put together a task force to look at persistent poverty in the city of Savannah. Poverty had been a problem for more than 30 or 40 years in the city of Savannah, and Mayor Adams wanted to really take a good look at what were some of the causes that made these intergenerational transfers of poverty. So I became mayor in 2004 when the report was issued. And as a part of that report, there was a recommendation to create an organization that would take the fighting of poverty on as its major mission. And that is how we began to organize a public-private initiative to combat persistent poverty in the city of Savannah.
Hello, I'm Van Johnson, the mayor of the city of Savannah, Georgia. I was blessed to be involved in the founding of Step Up Savannah as a member of the Savannah City Council in 2005. We fully realize that for almost 30 years, many of our residents have experienced generational poverty. Some people pass wealth to their descendants. In Savannah, unfortunately, and often through no fault of their own, 1 in 4 Savannians pass down poverty to their descendants. The correlations are endless. We know that if someone is poor, they are more likely to be uneducated or undereducated, less likely to have access to the healthcare system. They are more likely to have untreated or undertreated chronic healthcare conditions, and they are more likely to live in blighted neighborhoods and more likely to have some sort of involvement with the criminal justice system.
Step Up Savannah has a very personal meaning to me because it is an organization that is designed with a purpose to reduce persistent poverty in Savannah. I grew up in Savannah, and I have witnessed over the decades of my life how we have not been able to significantly reduce poverty.
Step Up Savannah is Savannah's intentional response to poverty, serving as both a convener and a collaborative body to keep us focused and engaged in the areas of workforce development, financial security, civic engagement, advocacy and education, and collaboration to lead individuals and families to financial self-sustainability, to give individuals and families the opportunity to live their best lives.
Hi, I'm Alicia Johnson. I'm the new Executive Director of Step Up Savannah, and I'm excited to be a part of the rich leadership legacy the agency has had, its long-running history of being both an advocate, a collaborator, and an educator for those who cannot be at the table for themselves. Typically, when we speak the word poverty, most people associate that with the lack of material wealth. But poverty is also the scarcity of access, influence, opportunity, and justice. So now more than ever, as our country goes through rapid change, faces a pandemic, and tries to figure out what's next, now more than ever, an agency like Step Up rises to the occasion. We are proud to be a convener, a collaborator, and those who inform the public narrative around poverty.
We are reframing our work with a new asset-based community development model that focuses on solving our old problems with the compound power of existing community resources.
We believe Savannah is a community where all people have hope and opportunity, where we challenge injustice, where all community members step up to reduce poverty.
to actually have an organization that sits right here in the root of everything and identify that there's a disconnect between our population and the needs of our population, and take those things and when you just take them from an identifying standpoint and putting relevancy to it, where we can actually change the narrative in our community. Poverty has existed more than 20, 30 years, and the only way we're going to really address is hit it headstrong, head on, and take those people from those impoverished situations and give them those opportunities to grow. So I think it's a meaningful effort here in Chatham County that we use organizations like Step Up Savannah and step up, just like the name says, and make sure that Savannah grows and identifies all the populations and makes the transition smarter and greater for us as a community.
First off, I want to thank Step Up Savannah for allowing me to be able to be a part of the program. My experience with them was awesome and amazing. I was not aware that they had Step Up Savannah to help you get the common skills and some of the core skills for careers that you would need. And I appreciate the experience I had with them. They still reach out to you in regards to your help and anything that you possibly would need in regards to anything, and I truly appreciate that. It was a wonderful experience, and hopefully I can help somebody else to do the same thing.
When I stumbled across the Chatham Apprentice Program and Step Up Savannah, I had been looking for new jobs. Someone pointed me at the program, and I just said, okay, well, what I got to lose? Let's try it and see. And it gave me a whole host of information that I didn't know I was missing. You know, it kind of filled in unknown unknowns.
My experience with Step Up Savannah, it was pretty enlightening. First of all, I made a lot of new friends. My classmates, all of them, they were wonderful, you know. Got people who pushed me on because I haven't been in school for a lot of years, but they pushed me on to stick with the situation.
Step Up Savannah is a wonderful nonprofit. They connect local agencies together to kind of tackle and do local impact of a plethora of community health issues here. Workforce development, advocacy, poverty. They do a lot of work, important work here in the city.
I think that Step Up Savannah means providing and creating financial security and also economic opportunity, which I think is great because poverty in Savannah is pretty high. So that is what Step Up Savannah is doing, is one step closer towards hopefully ending poverty and creating long-lasting opportunities and benefits that are going to have a positive impact in the community here in Savannah.
Chatham County Safety Net Planning Council and Step Up Savannah have a long history of working together on programs and initiatives that help us build a healthier and more resilient community. One of the programs that we worked on in the past was the Coastal Campaign for Healthy Kids, which provided free enrollment assistance into Medicaid and Peach Care for kids for families with children. And during the program together, we served over 6,900 children and teenagers in our region. Another wonderful opportunity that Step Up Savannah provided our agency with was becoming a hosting site for AmeriCorps Vista volunteers. It's been such a wonderful opportunity having AmeriCorps Vistas and working with these talented individuals and also seeing them grow and learn from some of the best leaders in Savannah. So thank you, Step Up Savannah.
Wow, Step Up has been a great asset to Wesley Community Centers of Savannah Incorporated. Over the years, through avenues of opportunity from Step Up, we have been able to collaborate with many other grassroots nonprofits in this community, which in turn helps us to help our clients to become self-sufficient and sustainable.
By participating in the Neighborhood Leadership Academy, I learned a lot about local leadership. I learned a lot about small grassroots leaders that was coming together to learn more so they can affect their communities. The other thing that I learned about poverty, and more importantly, how poverty affects your community. And NLA spent a lot of time diving into those deep issues and courageous conversation about what poverty is.
I never really knew what people were going through, and now that I know something, I must say something. I must change something. I must change me. In order to make a difference, I have to be different. It is in the way that I put on a new pair of glasses and startle at how bad my vision was before. I'm amazed at how bad my vision has been. The things I've been blind to, turned an eye to. I never realized, and I know that I was never designed to. I believe in America, but I know that there are consequences to conceive from our inception. I believe in freedom and independence, but I know that these ideals are infringed upon when a family cannot afford a roof over their tired heads or a warm meal to nourish their sovereign bodies. No one chooses to be poor. The weight of it all, we must bear it together. Step up, stand up, offer ourselves to the cause. To advocate is to support, so we must step up like columns, bear the burden, witness our problems, and listen to each other, especially those who have not been centered, until the old ways have fallen and we can enter into our village.
First of all, I'd like to thank everyone who's been involved with the organization for the past 15 years. I ask that you help Step Up Savannah with our mission to promote economic opportunity and financial security in Chatham County, Georgia.
We need Step Up Savannah, and Step Up Savannah needs you. We need you to be a part of this rich leadership legacy and help us change the narrative around those in our community. 4 out of 10 children in Savannah live in poverty. They need you at the table. They need you to sign on the dotted line, to give, to volunteer, to help make a difference in their life. And Step Up Savannah is more than happy to lead the charge.